What's happening out there, guys? Will Ripley here, coming at you live. Just chilling, man. Just chilling here in my room. Um, what we're going to be talking about is getting rock blocked. What getting rock blocked is, how to fix it, how to not be rock blocked anymore. So, um, as soon as you're on the call, do drop me a comment. Let me know that everything's working here. I just got to copy over this link so that the people from the mailing list can get this. Uno momento, por favor. Save. 25 seconds left. Can I do it? Updating the page. All right, all right. Darlene Crosby in the house. Back from Alaska. Good to see you on the call. So I am just chilling here in my living room, as you can see, and I just actually finished a one-on-one webcam lesson. I'm filling in for Mike this week. Maybe you guys know, and Darlene surely knows that Mike B is the head of our one-on-one lessons program. And get the Facebook streams going here. All right, all right. And anyways, Mike B is traveling out back to his home roots of the Vancouver area, visiting family and friends. And of course, we have all kinds of one-on-one webcam students from all over the world. And we can't stop giving them lessons. So I said, hey, I'll fill in for you. So anyways, I don't teach one-on-one on really hardly ever, but it's just so awesome just to do it and connect with everybody and just say what's up. Because quite often I'm busy running the Campfire Guitar Star, the show, man, and then producing contents and all that kind of stuff. And Mike is the one-on-one lesson master. But at one time, Mike was my protege. He was fresh out of music college looking for a job, and I was looking for a teacher, and I took him under my wing and showed him the ropes. And man, I tell you, Mike B was not a good teacher at one time. But I sure made him into one. But of course, he's a bit of a natural. So anyways, guys, as soon as you're on the call, do drop me a comment and let's get the conversation rolling on some guitar stuff. And as mentioned, I love the internet. I came across this term today, this new term called getting rock blocked. And that's literally when the rock gets in the way. And so as you guys probably saw the picture there, the rock getting in the way of just, you rocking out, So anyways, so I want to go over the number one reason why you are being rock blocked and maybe the not so obvious remedy to it. Okay. So what is being rock blocked? Well, that's when something gets in the way of you doing what you want to do. And so of course we're talking about this thing, the guitar. So let me know what kind of guitar is sitting in your lap right now. Of course, this is my 2001 Gibson SG, the 1961 reissue. I've got some P90 pickups in it. And I'm going all red and black and white today. As you can see back there, I've got my Marshall Astoria, which I just got. And I'm really enjoying that. So, but yeah. So do you guys ever feel like you're kind of getting blocked from rocking? And so the first thing that I want to pop into here is, if you guys caught my live stream that I did a couple weeks ago, I shared with you some survey data. Okay, so as nerdy as it sounds, I've surveyed hundreds of guitar players, and these are the top three things that just challenge guitar players like crazy. And let me know if this is if you fall into this category. Okay, so what's up, Steve? Good to see you on the call. And so the three progress killers are chords. So strumming chords, switching chords, playing chord songs, and just putting songs together with chords. Okay, people are challenged by putting the left hand down into the chord shapes, strumming with the right hand, and making it all happen. Right. So that's one of the biggest things that guitar players are challenged by. Okay, and another progress killer is dedication and focus. Okay, and just concentration. Okay, people are incredibly challenged by concentration, focus, dedication, just persistence, and just keeping on track. Okay, so that's number 2, the big progress killer. And then another, like the third top category, believe it or not, is this everything category. People just feel like their fingers are fat, their fingers are slow, they can't play. Everything is just whooping them. Okay, and I know that we've all been there, but it was just incredible how many people actually just talk about that, like just how many people get whooped by just everything about the guitar. Okay. And as mentioned, I just actually finished recording, or sorry, not recording. I just did a live lesson with somebody just right before this call. It's pretty cool. Like I can grab my camera here and we can do close-ups for working on something. And then I can do a close-up on the right hand and, work on something, work on the picking pattern or whatever. And anyway, so the one-on-one webcam lesson stuff is going really well, and it's super powerful. And basically what I was saying in my live lesson a couple of weeks ago is that to bust these progress killers, it's all about getting one-on-one lessons. Okay, and certainly we do one-on-one lessons here at Campfire Guitar Star, and I think that we've got a great system. But really the message that I want to get out to you guys is just take one-on-one lessons. Okay. And I just want to tell you a quick story because, I've graduated from music college and that was a long time ago now, like 12, 13 years ago when I graduated music college. And ever since then, I've played music in Los Angeles and bumped shoulders with some legitimate rock stars and get to share the stage with Grammy Award winners and be in the studio with, with some big producers and stuff like that. And anyways, it's good stuff, and I like all that stuff, but I still seek out lessons to this day. Okay, and in fact, just this year, I found somebody locally. He's endorsed by Boss, and he's toured with some big names. So just this year, I was taking guitar lessons. Okay, and so that's like really the big message that I want to get out right now. So the number one reason that you're being rock blocked, okay, is because you're not taking one-on-one lessons. And there's a few things I want to ask you guys about, and I want to get a better understanding about this. And also, I got to tell you that we're doing a big promotion right now because we've just opened 5 spots for new students. And as soon as we get 5 new students, we're maxed out. And at that point, we have to look into hiring a new guitar teacher and some things like that. So we've got 5 spots to do to help you out with your guitar playing one-on-one via webcam, just like how you're seeing me. We get situated in a way that we can see each other and things like that. But I was telling you that I still seek out lessons to this day, and I really recommend that you do too. And if you aren't, I guess that's my question is, why aren't you? Okay, because I'm telling you, man, this is the number one reason that you're being rock blocked. Okay, is that you need to get that one-on-one guidance from somebody. So, like I said, I've taken some guitar lessons from some really big names, some people that have backed up some of the biggest artists in the world. Okay, and the thing is that I don't want to say any names right now because I'm gonna unfortunately drop some not so good things about them. And you'll never know who they are because I've actually taken lessons from a ton of people, ton of session players all over Los Angeles and then via webcam, just like you're seeing me right now and stuff. So you'll never know who they are. But so anyways, what I want to tell you is that when I take lessons from these guys, it's great. I've totally learned some good things, and it's still the reason why I seek out lessons to this day. Okay. But one of the biggest things that I noticed with me taking guitar lessons from other people, and maybe you've noticed this too, if you've taken lessons, is that there's no organization. Okay. There's no planning. There's no written material. There's no structure to the lessons. Okay. And sometimes that can go just fine. Sometimes you can roll into a lesson and learn a bunch of new stuff and go home and have a bunch of stuff to work on. But unfortunately, that's more often than not, the case more often than not. So, and that's the big problems that I've found, even by taking guitar lessons with some really, really awesome proficient players, is there's no structure, there's no organization, there's no planning, there's no written material. And so I think that people fall into two categories, and let me know if which one of these categories you are in. Okay. Either story, by the way, ends up falling into this category of I can do this myself, because the number one reason that you probably rock blocking yourself, as I'm calling it, is you've either experienced a bad teacher. So you've gone out and tried to take one-on-one lessons, and then just experienced a bad time. Like the guy, like maybe made you feel stupid, or was impatient, or was just a bad teacher, or maybe he wasn't any of those things. But after you started going back and you started taking lessons with this person, that they were unfortunately not organized, not giving you structure. There's no planning, not giving you any kind of like specific homework. And it just kind of feels like a scattering mess. And then plus you're traveling across town to get to them. And there's only really so much of that you can do before you just kind of get burnt out. Okay. And so, and then the other side of it is just people who think that they can learn guitar on their own. Okay. And that's, because of course we hear about all these amazing rock stars that, quote unquote, taught themselves how to play. And by the way, it's not like just the most frustrating thing when you hear people, like even like some of my favorite artists, like Dave Grohl and these guys. Oh yeah, no, I never took guitar. I took a few guitar lessons, they'll say. And then I just ended up teaching myself. And it's like, okay, but how did you actually learn guitar by yourself? I just find that just so frustrating, because I honestly think that's BS. I don't think that anybody can learn, like how does somebody learn, oh yeah, you just go like this, 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 and this, and then you get this sound. Like, no, somebody somewhere along the line showed you that, or you saw that on a chord diagram in a book or something. Like you learned that from somewhere. You don't just magically plunk your fingers and go, oh, that sounds right. Yeah, okay. And then, oh, this complicated 4-finger pattern. Yeah, I'll put my fingers there. And it doesn't go that way. Everybody who's ever played an instrument learns somewhere, and they learn it from some sort of source, right? So anyways, I think that that's really bad advice that a lot of these rock stars share, is that they learn guitar on their own. So that drives me crazy. Let me know if it drives you crazy too. And so a lot of guitar players out there think I can do this on my own. If Dave Grohl learned how to play drums and played guitar by himself, then I probably can figure this out myself too. Especially now that we got YouTube and hey, there's all these great guitar sites like Campfire Guitar Star, or whoever. Like you could just go buy a video course, and that's what we do. I mean, like I've got a beginner course, we've got an acoustic course, we've got a lead guitar course, we've got all these courses. So, but here I kind of have like this personal dilemma with this, is that, hey Jim, is that I've got all these courses and I believe in these systems. However, there's also a part of me that knows that by you buying a acoustic guitar program or a lead guitar program, that's not necessarily going to get you playing and mastering that style of guitar. Okay, does that make sense? And And so, but unfortunately, whether you've had a bad experience with a teacher or you think you can do it on yourself, it just always ends up to that same road of like, I can do this on my own. I don't need the help from a teacher. But then that never gets you anywhere. Like you just end up being stuck a beginner forever. Okay. And that's the really big thing that I want to share with you guys today. And the big concept is that the number one reason that you're rock blocking yourself, and maybe the not so obvious remedy, is you gotta get one-on-one guidance. Okay. And that could be like a guy down the street. It could be like a jam buddy or whatever. It could be guitar lessons locally from some guy. It could be webcam guitar lessons from your favorite Skype guitar teacher, or whatever the case is. But this is a big pie, and you're missing out on a big chunk of that pie if you're not getting one-on-one lessons. So, and yeah, and I think the really big difference between our lessons here at Campfire Guitar Star is that we really try to do like a structure, organization with planning, all inside of a shared document where we can have our tabs, chord charts, homework, all that stuff. So you'll never guess as to what it is you're supposed to practice, or what you went over in the last session, because you can always just check, oh yeah, there's the tabs. Oh yeah, right. I'm going to work on this song. And so, so right now we've opened up 5 spots, and see Darlene, Steve, and Jim, who are all one-on-one students of ours, and good to see you guys on the call. And I definitely just want to suggest to you guys that we are a great option. Okay. I mean, sure, there's all kinds of other great options, but if you're looking for that organization and this way to take lessons from home, we've got a super easy way to get started, which is by taking 2 guitar lessons. And we also do an intro call. So really you're getting 3 one-on-one sessions. And that first session is half an hour. That's where we get the computers connected, get your camera situated. So, so that it's not like this and you're trying to learn guitar or something, right? It's like, we get the camera situated so you can see my face and you can see the guitar, and we get you connected on the Google Doc and some things like that, and just get our computers connected. And then obviously talk about your goals and what it is that you want to do with guitar, right? So that's session number 1. Okay. Then the next 2 sessions are 1 hour each. Okay. And these are full-fledged guitar lessons. Okay. Where you're going to be sitting down after that initial call. So everything's all set up. You've established a connection with your guitar teacher. And then you've got 2 lessons to work on your specific goals, your specific questions, and regardless of where you're at on the guitar. Okay. And you can do these 3 sessions for $59. Okay. And like I said, we only have 5 spots open. And so who here is interested in that? Is anybody going to take advantage of that? I actually saw an application come in today. So we may be down to 4 spots already. I'm not sure. But let me grab you that link so you can get more info on that. And yeah, and whether you guys take lessons from us or somebody else, the big thing that you guys got to get going on is you just got to get that one-on-one guidance. Okay. And that's absolutely and totally my big message here. Like I said, I still take guitar lessons. Okay, so Lonnie says ... I am ... All right, good to see. So Lonnie, hopefully we see your $59 purchase come in. We can do that 30-minute call, get you that 1 hour session, and then another 1 hour session. And yeah, it's just like $59. It's just like so simple and so easy to get started. Okay, and here's the other thing that I want to let you know. So is there anybody on the call that has bought one of our programs, like Blues Guitar Star, the 1960s Rock Guitar Song Collection, or Acoustic Guitar Star, or Lead Guitar Star? Is there anybody on the call that has bought one of our guitar programs? Type a big capital yes in the comments to let me know if that's you. Okay, because if you have, So those programs range in price from basically $50 to $100, depending if you bought it on promotion or not or whatever. And so here's the thing: anybody who has bought a one of our programs, we're going to allow you to apply that as a credit towards one-on-one lessons. So basically, like if you bought a $67 program, then just apply that, get a couple of free lessons, and you could still keep access to that course. Okay, so I think that's a pretty smoking deal, and something that anybody who's bought a Campfire Guitar Star program, if that's you, then definitely you're going to want to take advantage of that and just get a couple of free lessons. So, and if I remember correctly, if Darlene's still on the call, I think that that's exactly how she got started with our one-on-one lessons. She bought Blues Guitar Star, and then we transferred that into a credit towards one-on-one lessons. And Darlene says yes. Cool. Hey, what's up, Ted? Good to see Ted on the call. Okay, so this is kind of interesting, guys, that I'm really curious to get your input on. Okay, where is it? Okay, so here's a quote from somebody. So like I was mentioning, those three, I went live on the YouTube channel a couple weeks ago and talked about the top 3 progress killers. Okay, chords, dedication, and everything. Those are the 3 top progress killers. And what my guess is why people haven't taken one-on-one lessons is because they think they can do it on their own. And that's what I said earlier. However, somebody commented and they said this. Okay, the reason is not that they don't think that they can do it on their own. This is what this guy says. He says, he's referring to all of you guys, we haven't taken one-on-one lessons because we suck and we don't want to show anyone how bad we suck. Okay, so this is what this dude says. Okay, we haven't taken one-on-one lessons because we feel that we suck and we don't want to show anybody else how bad we suck. And I've heard this before from people who are maybe reluctant to taking one-on-one lessons or whatever the reason is, because they actually don't want to sit down in front of somebody and be like, hey, I totally am awful at guitar. And I guess for myself, like, I'm okay being in that vulnerable position with guitar because I know I'm not the best guitar player and I want to learn from other people. And so I'm okay being in that position where it's like, hey, like, I'm really terrible, and and so yeah. But I found this very interesting that this person is speaking on behalf of all of you and saying that they have not taken guitar lessons because they don't want to show that you guys don't want to show us, for instance, that you're a terrible guitar player. Is that true? Let me know if that's something. Because I found that really interesting. And here, I guess that's another really big thing with our lessons compared to other people's lessons is, okay, number one, you're on your end of the computer, right? So there's not actually somebody sitting right in front of you and like staring you down and making you feel uncomfortable. Like, you're actually just in the comfort of your own house. So hopefully that kind of makes you feel a little more comfortable about, where you're at with the guitar, wherever it is. You could be total beginner. Well, that's okay, But that's another big thing with our lessons is we specialize in beginner and intermediate guitar development, okay? And we're super chilled out, friendly people, okay? We're not out to make you feel like a dummy, or also say, you know what? Yeah, you do suck. Like, what are you even doing here? Get out of here, or whatever. We're not going to be like that. And so anyways, I just wanted to ask you guys about that. And because, if you are a awful, terrible guitar player, then that's even more of a reason to get one-on-one lessons. Again, whether that's with us, or with somebody locally, or your favorite online guitar teacher or whatever. That's like just really my big message here today is to get one-on-one guidance, get somebody showing you how to do it, get somebody making tweaks for you in real time. That's the big thing. And then ideally and hopefully you'll find somebody that won't make you feel like an idiot while you're doing it, or confirm that, to make you feel like you suck or whatever. So anyways, so let's see. So Lonnie says, guitar tone is half the battle. Roxette is way different from Alan Jackson and way different from Eric Clapton and still different from Merle Haggard. Yeah, man. I mean, I am a guitar aficionado. I have several guitars, several amplifiers, couple dozen effects, and certainly that's a big part of it. You'd be surprised though. I just read over this article with, if you guys have heard of the band Big Wreck. It's this really great guitar player named Ian Thornley, and I just read an interview with him just a couple of days ago, and it's actually on the Sur website, if you know that brand of guitars, SUHR. And they're, of course, asking about his equipment, what kind of amps, what kind of guitars are you using. So he talks about that kind of stuff. But he also, you'll see the super, super pro players like this, they'll say, it all comes down to your fingers, okay? Tone is in the fingers, my man. So I do think that there is something to be said for both worlds. I agree that guitar tone is half the battle, but I guess if that's half the battle, then I guess the other half is being able to play the thing, okay? And if you can play really, really well, then a lot of times it doesn't really matter what kind of guitar equipment that you're playing. Like, for example, I feel totally confident going down to some blues jam and playing somebody else's guitar and somebody else's rig, and I know that I can get I can get my sound out of it because I'm confident enough with my abilities that I'm able to do that. And that's just from years of knowledge, experience, and just like being a guitar freak, ever since I was really like a little kid. I started playing guitar when I was 9. So anyways, I love that comment though. And yeah, I can agree a lot. Ted says play better. So he plays better when he's on stage and in front of us. Okay, when he's taking one-on-one lessons. But that makes no difference. I always learn something new from a live lesson. Yeah, man. Cool. So guys, here's the deal. You can take 2 guitar lessons with us for $59. We've got 5 spots open right now. Again, here's that link, campfireguitarstar.com/one-on-one webcam. And so we do expect these slots to fill up by Sunday. And it's just a super easy way to take guitar lessons from home. So if you agree with this concept of, not rock blocking yourself, and this being the not so obvious remedy, which is to take one-on-one lessons, then I really, really recommend that you give the Campfire Guitar Star team a shot here and see if we can bust through some progress hacks for you and make you a better guitar player within these 2 lessons. And again, it's just $59. That will get you 3 lessons total, that intro call, and then 2 full one-on-one lessons. And you can find out all the information that you need, testimonials from students and how you connect, and just our system and our approach and how we develop a customized tailored guitar plan for you. So that's all at campfireguitarstar.com/one-on-one webcam. And you'll see that if you're on YouTube in the comments there. So if you guys do have any questions for me about guitar specifically, or something that you've been challenged by, then do drop that in. But yeah, just while we're on the webcam topic, I just finished teaching a student right before we went live on this live stream, and this is exactly how we get set up. So, like, if you were taking guitar lessons from us, like, we just get you situated in the same way where we can see your face, we can see your guitar, and then we get an online collaborative document system set up where you can see exactly what's going on with all your tabs, chords, your homework, the stuff that you went over last week, the stuff that's going to be due for your next week. And yeah, we help you keep accountable. We help you keep on track and ultimately get you playing your favorite songs, your favorite styles, and really turn you into a real musician. I think that's really who these one-on-one lessons are for. People that really want to play music. They're kind of sick of just spinning their wheels in their basements and not really making the guitar sound very good. It's for the people out there that really want to learn the techniques, really want to get the guitar shapes under their fingers, and ultimately really start playing music. So if you feel like that's you, okay, this is a great opportunity for you to work one-on-one with a Berklee educated, experienced guitar teacher. Okay. And yeah, so we're doing a big promo for $59 for these 2 lessons. Make sure to check that out. And also, if you have bought a Campfire Guitar Star product before, you can apply that towards one-on-one lessons with us. Okay. And so again, I really believe in our one-on-one webcam lessons. We've been doing these for a lot of years. We have a huge track record of happy students. And also, but really the big message here is, if you don't take guitar lessons with us, that's cool. Just take guitar lessons from somebody. That's really my big message for you, because I really do believe that it's a big piece of the pie that too many guitar players are missing out on. And too many guitar players are confused, man. Too many guitar players think that they can do it on their own without the guidance of somebody more experienced and more knowledgeable. And it's just not true. Okay. And I just wanted to hop on the call here and just bust that myth right here, right now. All right. So don't fool yourself. Get some one-on-one guidance. And I really believe that our one-on-one webcam guitar lessons are a really good source for that. So make sure to check those out. And I'm going to go ahead and shut it down then, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. And until the next lesson, keep on ripping it up. One of our lessons that Mike did 2 months ago has 20,000 views on it right now. Check it out. It's called Campfire Songs. No, Easy Campfire Guitar Songs. That's what it's called. It's on the YouTube channel. You'll see it's got about 18,000 views, and people are really loving that video right now. So if you're looking for one of our free lessons, make sure to check that one out. All right, guys, have a great night. Thanks for joining me, and rock on. Later.